that is a mic drop statement right there. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode with Rosalie. I'm singer-songwriter, master's in counseling psychology, and this is the Ultimate World Music Reaction Channel. We're reacting and reviewing songs from all around the world, amazing artists from this beautiful planet Earth we all get to share. And today I'm diving into something brand new. You have suggested it, thank you for that. And I want to explore an artist from Belarus. Belarus, Max Korzh. His name is Max Korzh, and there's a song out there, multiple, that have millions of views. Quick question for you. Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever heard of him? I hadn't. Max Korzh. He has over 1.3 million subscribers. And this video, again, it came out June of this year, has over 7.7 million. Yeah, million. You heard me. Views. I had never heard of Max Korzh. Why am I asking if you know? Because this is what I'm all about on this channel. I like bringing you artists from around the world because this world is a big and beautiful place. And sometimes the things we hear either on the mainstream radio or the things we know where we're surprised when others have never heard of it because it's like, where have you been? What rock have you been living under, right? I've been asked that a few times. But the thing is, there's so many artists like this that you don't know, or vice versa, right? Saad Lamyaret, perfect example. I like using him as an example. One of his videos has over 1 billion, a billion views. And many people don't know him because it's Arabic music, right? It might not be so familiar in the Western world. It might not be familiar to you who are in Russia or those of you who are in Europe. And that's what I love doing. I love bringing music where we can listen to these artists together. And what's so fun on this channel is that I know that a lot of the videos I do bring certain fans, right? Nightwish brings the Nightwish army. Angelina's fans brings the Angelina Angels. I've got the Diana Diamonds. We've got the Fauzia friends, all of her fans who love her music. And I'm grateful for all of you joining and enjoying me reacting to these videos of your favorite artists. And I also especially appreciate all you ride or dies out there who like listening to all of the above, who are not afraid to say, you know what, I usually listen to that metal, but I'm going to check out the rap. Oh, you know what, I don't understand the Arabic, but let me go listen to it anyway. So come as you are, welcome. This is not a place for biased confirmation. I may not always like what you like or vice versa, but we're individuals. We get to explore this music like friends in a car. So are you ready for the ride? Buckle up. That's not how you buckle up. I don't know what the heck that was. Buckle up, enjoy the ride, let's dive in. We're going to check out Max Korzh. He is from Belarus. Where is Belarus? Well, it's in Eastern Europe. It is not part of Russia, but it is the Republic of Belarus. It is in the center of Europe. It is part of Eastern Europe. And the languages they speak there are Belarusian and Russian. And what else do we know? His full name is Maxim Anatolievich Korzh, but he's professionally known as Max Korzh. He's a singer and songwriter. He's 33 now. And he, I think, just started simple with the guitar and his songs, and now he has a huge following. There's a video one of you guys suggested where you can see people coming to his concerts, and they're just swarming in. I'm checking it out for the first time. I have no idea what to expect. There are English subtitles. It's cool because with all the videos, you usually see them saying, use the subtitles. So that's what I will do, and I'm going to leave them on for this video. But of course, make sure to stay till the end when we talk about the lyrics, and you'll be able to translate all this into your respective language. Some people call Belarus Europe's last dictatorship. Alexander Lukashenko has been in power for 26 years, and he allegedly uses repression and Russian support. So some refer to Belarus as the last dictatorship in Europe. I don't know a lot about Belarus at all, but I think that's important to keep in mind as we're about to watch this concert and the people storming in and the things that are being said here. Let's check this out. We're going to watch Moscow from 2019.
Вы знаете, друзья, что думают о Москве за пределами? Думаете, они думают, что это милый, добрый городок? Нет. Они думают, что здесь большие деньги делятся, зарабатываются, забираются, отдаются. Без пощады. И у меня один вопрос, ребят. Если в этот стадион пришло столько народа, может быть, это не совсем так? Может быть, Москва не такая? А?
right, this energy is hype. Real quick, what he's saying, and I'm a little confused. I'm either trying to figure out, is he rebelling, basically calling Moscow out politically, or is he saying, oh, it's not what people think? He's saying they think that there's big money, people are earning, taking, and then he says that things are being taken without mercy. Well, if so many people have come to the stadium, maybe it isn't so. So he's basically saying maybe what people think about Moscow is not true. My question would be, what does he mean? Is he saying, hey, it's not all pretty? It's not big money and fancy and great? Or is he saying, hey, people think that things are being taken with no mercy? Is that so? Right? Maybe it's not. I'm not sure politically on what side he's on yet. We'll see. Let's keep going. Dang, look at that crowd, guys. Oh, gosh.
Катится вагон, далеко наш дом. Шли мы босиком, статик разнесем.
All right, heads up to all you Nightwish metal heads out there. This is very different. Heads up to all of you who are usually home free, country. This is different. This is very, very different. But it's okay. Let's give this a try. I don't know what to expect. Give this a try. I'm a little anxious though. They're singing Crash the Stadium and the way they're running around, I'm like, somebody's gonna die. But anyone who's not into music like this, give it a taste. Give it a try. For my Arabic crowd, for my Fauzia lovers, for my Diana lovers, for my friends from Spain, bienvenidos. Give it a try. Let's try. Let's taste this together.
Москва, Москва, уходи, моя тоска. Я вчера был одинок, а сегодня нас толпа.
That beat.
Разнесем, статик разнесем, разнесем, стену разнесем, разнесем, статик разнесем, разнесем, значит разнесем, разнесем, статик разнесем, разнесем, стену разнесем, разнесем, статик разнесем, разнесем, значит разнесем. Город пылает в огне, лето укроет проблем. Забиваем гвозди в толпе, мы летаем как будто что-то ДРФ. Детка красотка, пацана не стоит, дети в толпу больно падают. Охрана замерла, застрелился городовой. Куда бежать здесь, улица рядом, сели рядом Лёха. Эту тусу собирали мы полгода не спеша. Глаза не верят, красота. Я любуюсь этим днем, город.
We decided not to touch this city, but we'll crash the stadium. I want to figure out what the end goal is here, because you see the soldiers, you see people being dragged out, you see kids going wild, and again, like as a mother and as an adult, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not good. Like, this is a bunch of teenagers. I don't know if they're supervised, other than by soldiers, it looks. Oh, this is just, they're going bonkers, and it's hype, but at the same time, it's like, this is worrisome. And the beat is fierce. Like, I love me a good beat. I love me like a hard bass. But I'm trying to figure out if he, at the beginning especially, was basically calling out the regime and saying, you know, people think there's big money here, but it ain't so. Or saying the opposite. People think we're earning and then it's being taken without mercy, but why is the stadium filled with people, right? So it's, I can't place if he's basically calling out the system and rebelling against the leadership, the government, or if it's just hype and a lot of intensity, but basically saying it's not what you're being told. Either way is interesting. Either way is provocative and interesting. And I could see him being a total trailblazer for the young generation in Russia and Belarus, in the bordering countries.
Как мне Сталину Садик разнесу Сами разнесу Садик разнесу Значит разнесу Разнесу Стадик разнесу Разнесу Стену разнесу Разнесу Стадик разнесу Разнесу Стену разнесу Разнесу Стену разнесу Стадик разнесу Стену разнесу.
Беларусь! Эй, Беларусь! Это что? Это юг Ярослава! Спасибо, друзья, за доверие. Я буду стараться всю жизнь вас не подводить. За то, что вы меня дали, потихоньку начинаю осознавать, что сейчас происходит. Я постараюсь, но, конечно же, вас не подводить. Мне приятно, что лучшие моменты жизни, это действительно лучшие моменты жизни, будут ассоциироваться у вас с моими песнями. У меня тоже когда-то с теми песнями, которые вы слушали, ассоциировали самые лучшие моменты жизни. Пока я не увидел вас. Сейчас мои песни тоже мне напоминают лучшие.
Dang. Okay, this was Max Korz, Moscow from 2019. Guys, very interesting. I wonder if he's really like rebel trying to speak against some stuff, but he has to do it in a wise way. So he's almost saying it like it could be taken either way. But regardless, with such a huge following, he can definitely bring some change. He's talking about how it's so special to him that people are enjoying some of their best moments of their life to his music, because he had that too with music that was special to him. And I think we can relate to that regardless if this type of music was for you or not. I think we all understand that the music is really powerful, and that it can bring people together. And what's crazy is, from a psychological standpoint, so many people being so emotional and so hype, it's crazy because there's really energy rubs off, kind of like laughing. When you have somebody laughing really hard for a while, it's almost contagious. Same with crying, especially if you're an empath, you can't help but either cry with them or worry, or at least observe and go, why is this person crying, or why is this person yelling? That's why we like reaction videos sometimes, because it's exciting to live through the other person, see things for the first time again, or experience emotions by watching the other person, right? We want to experience emotion and all these different things. I think in a crowd like that, like I said, you can do a lot of damage. People can get hurt. It can go bad and really ugly if you feed them lies. That's why sometimes it's so sad to me, some of the things we find on mainstream radio, where there's artists that have millions of views, billions of dollars, and they are spitting so much crap and dirt and harm and grossness, and it's the leading voice of the generation. It's like, what? No, don't listen to that crap. Where it's just cancerous for society, and it's like, no. Imagine a crowd like this hyping because they're supporting truth, singing like this and being so hype for God, for truth, for love, for loving one another, for having faith, believing in God, something greater than yourself, for loving one another. A lot of times we don't realize that it's the minority that controls the majority. And if a country comes together, the young generation all together fighting for what's true, you can really make a difference. Now, I say for what's true on purpose, because it's one thing just to be hyped together and be psychologically sucked into something and so emotionally excited, because music can pull our emotional strings like very little other things can. People, peer pressure, that's why I say it's so important that what we support as a group is true, right? Musically, it was pretty straightforward, right? Let's be honest. The bass was dope. That was crazy, and I think that's what a lot of the young generation really enjoys, right? That's what gets people hype. Don't get me wrong. I can get down to some like dubstep, some dubstep and Skrillex, and just sometimes I enjoy some of those things, and I love me some EDM. But musically, from an artistic standpoint, it was pretty straightforward. It was a hard beat, and then it was the chorus over and over again. And I think this was much more on the emotional side. There was not a whole lot of musical art or performance. That's why I want to check out his other song, This Is Our Way, because that has over 7.7 million views, and that came out June of 2022. And I wonder if that gives us a little bit more of an insight into him. So we're doing a double today. Let's check this out next. Max Korzh.
Разорвали степи, да на тысячи врагов. Испокон веков тот прав, кто защищает свой дом. Слезы женщин на земле рекой устроили потоп. Как не спутаться мне с бесом, подскажет один лишь Бог. Растоптали, растянули злобные нас времена. Рано утром за стеною в ужасе кричат война. В череде простых событий, как мы оказались тут. Сентиментов от судьбы не жди, нам не.
Okay, see, so there's definitely quite a bit of political elements in his songs, right? Talking about, being stretched thin, defending your home, women's tears on the ground. How should I stay away from a demon? Only God can tell me. Early in the morning behind the wall, they cry war. Interesting.
Простых событий, как мы оказались тут. Сентиментов от судьбы не жди, нам не придут. Ни через час, ни через 10 минут. Останемся тут, не берут. Выберемся сами, видно, это наш путь.
Oh, okay. So my thought just a second ago was vocally, I don't see anything that's mind-blowing. No offense, but it's pretty straightforward, He's very, very popular. Millions and millions and millions of youth. I have a feeling it's a lot of the young generation just really enjoying his stuff. But now, did you hear how he just tapped into that bass? Let me go back. That was not bad.
Это наш путь. Растоптали, растянули злобные нас времена. Тем, кто сталкивает близких, помогает сатана. Так же, как чужих объединяет общая беда. Выберемся, малый, тот всегда есть слабые.
We will find our way, young ones. There's always weak spots. I'm telling you, there's something. He's sowing little seeds. We will find our way, young one. There are always weak spots.
Места холодно в лесу, под елью засыпать под твой волков. Где-то на большой земле среди своих ищут врагов. Переделят, пересрутся, друг друга перегрызут. Все грехи пораскрывают.
Yep, it's definitely political. In the big land, they're like quarreling and looking for enemies among themselves, cutting each other's throat. They will divide, they will quarrel. Yeah, this is definitely, I think, calling out some of that, the horror of war, the horror of division. I think this is one of the reasons why it's so intense to have, a voice like that has that many followers. Speak up, even if it's in between the lines. You got to be careful with some of that. His voice, is from a vocalist perspective, nothing mind-blowing that I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. Even though that was dope and he just hit that low note. But it's cool how now he's jumping up an octave and, it's adding some dynamics to the song. What I enjoy, I don't understand Russian. I wish I did, or spoke it because I think it's a very cool language. Very, very, very fierce in my opinion. It's fun to hear songs in other languages, even when you can't understand them. That's why I'm reading the subtitles.
Ни через час, ни через 10 минут. Останемся тут, не берут. Выберемся сами, видно, это наш путь. Это наш путь. Не завидую, кому видеть будущее дано. Те дни напишут песни и про нас снимут кино. Вылизанные начальники присвоят ордена. Громче всех растелет правду тот на ком вина. В школе детям с придыханием, а нас под...
Oh, this is good. Like I said, this might not be mind-blowingly vocally, even though he has a cool voice. And the melody in and of itself is catchy. La 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 da da. I should do like a remix. But did you hear what he just said? Well, I don't know. I'm reading the English subtitles. Those who are guilty will be the ones spreading truth. That is a mic drop statement right there, because that is true. Even in our countries, all around the world, you have either people in corruption, in power, that are telling the rest what they should believe, right? The media spreading a bunch of crap, dividing us. Or you have people, even in music, in the entertainment industry, right? They're guilty. They're guilty of living immoral lives, but they want to educate on what? On marriage, on parenting, on relationships and love, right? I mean, it's crazy, right? There's all these different voices that sometimes they're guilty of doing that crap, but then want to lead other people. You want to be a voice for the generation? Nah, nah. How about nah? Okay, y'all, you guys are getting to see my goofy side lately. Hey, I promise to keep it real, all about real talk and real reactions here. While we're at it, subscribe, guys. Join the party. Join Patreon. I got some special content over there, so that's where we can talk. And if you want to jump the line, by the way, that's where you can go.
Это наш путь. Не завидую, кому видеть будущее дано. Те дни напишут песни и про нас снимут кино. Вылизанные начальники присвоят ордена. Громче всех растелет правду тот, на ком вина. В школе детям с придыханием о нас будут говорить. Монументы нам поставят из огромных черных плит. Нашими именами улицы там назовут. Брешут что угодно, но, блядь, к нам не придут.
That's catchy.
Ни через час, ни через 10 минут останемся тут, не берут. Выберемся сами, видно, это наш путь. Это нам не придут. Ни через час, ни через 10 минут останемся тут, не берут. Выберемся сами, видно, это наш путь. Это наш путь.
That was dope. That was catchy. La 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 la. Like, that's stuck in my head now. That was cool. Very cool. Very cool lyrics. Very provocative. Very profound. I definitely like when I see people standing up either for what's right or against things that are wrong and corrupt. So I feel like his lyrics quite a bit political and provocative, and basically saying, you know, they're going to write about us and praise us in school and create things after us, but they're not going to come after us. Not in an hour, not in 10 minutes. We're going to do our own thing. I like that. I like that a lot. This is dope. What did you guys think? If you are a Max Korzh fan, let me know in the comments below. What does this music mean to you? Why do you like him? What is so special? What did I miss? And if you are new to this or you've never heard this before, what did you think? Very unique, very different. If you're like me and you didn't understand Russian, let the subtitles help you. Enjoy just listening to music in other languages and exploring this beautiful world. Again, subscribe, like, share, jump over to patreon.com/Rosalie Reacts. Become a patron. When I hit 10, I'm going to do a live stream. There are all kinds of offers there, upcoming merch, ask me anything, questions and answers, chats for the fans. All right, guys, thank you so much for being part of this ride with me today. I hope you had a good time. This was Rosalie. Until next time, ayo!